Hey guys, welcome back to Hill's Kitchen. There's background noise in the kitchen, so this video is going to be a little bit of a hybrid. I love shooting from in here. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, so I'm not too upset about it. But yes, today I'm making like vegan, vegan orange chicken. And today's topic is joy. I don't know if this recipe is fully vegan. I say that as somebody who is pescatarian. So like, if there's something in it that's technically not vegan, I'm sorry. But anyway, it's just like a vegan friendly version. So yes, this is super simple. Since it's not real chicken, I don't have to bake it and do the most. It's literally just gonna go in the air fryer. So all I really have to do is make the orange glaze from scratch and then, you know, heat it up, saute it a little bit. And then when the chicken is done, just again, marinate her, and then that's it. Okay, now this is super unhinged to try to cook it in here a little bit, but like, I don't care. Whoo, Chile, joy. First of all, wait, I believe I need a cup of orange juice. Let me get my counting together before we do too much. Okay, here we go. This is stressing me out, actually, wait. I no longer live by myself, which is complicated, season 1 of Hill's Kitchen. The rest I can do while talking. Okay, period. Yay, shout out to Simply Orange. Love her. Alright, she's not a sponsor, but she should be. Anyway, yes, so joy. Joy is a difficult topic, not only for Christians, but non-Christians, because joy gets conflated with happiness. And that's not what that is. That's not what that is. I'm gonna give y'all the technical definition, and I'm gonna give you my definition. So the technical definition is, it said pleasure, yes, a feeling of great pleasure and happiness. I get that, but to be honest, I'm gonna modify it, and I'm gonna say, this is my personal definition of joy. It's a posture of jubilee / jovialness despite all circumstances. That's really what it is, girls, because to try to equate it to happiness is a bit goofy, because then you're saying, well, I can't be joyful because I'm unhappy, or I ain't got nothing to be happy about, so how could I have joy? And that's not what this is. That's not how my Bible puts it. That's not what my Bible says. So I'm like, listen, it can't come down to that. It's got to be rooted in something greater, something deeper, something higher. And I think that's why it's defined this way on the internet, because right, they're gonna play it down the middle that, oh, you can have joy and it ain't got nothing to do with God. And I'm like, LMAO, yes it does. So not too much. My thing is, there's always gonna be drama. There's always gonna be something going on in your life. Happiness is fleeting. Happiness is a butterfly, as Lana told us. So it's like, to me, if we're going there, if you wanna, this is brand new. Here we go. Now, how am I gonna open this? Oh wait, maybe I don't need to. Maybe I'm about to play myself and I don't even need to do all that. I have my little measurements. This is a tablespoon. Okay, girls, here we go. Oh yeah, we got this. I need 2 tablespoons. Ooh, this feels like the Olympics. The Olympics of Hill's Kitchen. What are you really gonna do? You know, you can't wait till everything in your life is perfect for you to be joyful, because that's not joy. That would be happiness. And I think joy is deeper than that, because it's about the posture. It's the fact that you can be okay and be content with what's going on, even though it may hurt, even though it's boring, even though it's not how you would have pictured it, right? Their definition is giving, oh, you know, it's just like you being happy. And it's like, so right, I guess that comes down to your life is going well, or you like what you're wearing, or you like your hair, or again, everything's going according to plan. But see, the Christian definition, which is like akin to mine, it's like, nah, I can be joyful regardless of what's in the bank account, regardless of friendships, regardless of relationship status, regardless of what your family doing, regardless of how your career look. Like, I'm gonna be okay, because the joy of the Lord is my strength, okay? Nehemiah 8:10, ladies. Like, come on. So I think things that block joy are 3 things. I was thinking about it earlier. Hopefully, it'll all come back to my recollection now that the camera's rolling. So I would say the 3 things that block joy are your emotions, your circumstances, and like your feelings regarding them, and an incorrect perspective. is really them three things. I'm sure others could add, but to me, how I feel in this present time is that definitely your emotions, because your emotions lie to you all the time. Your emotions make you feel like the sky is falling, it's never gonna come together, woe is me, I can't trust these people, it's always something, if it ain't one thing it's another. Like, your emotions very much frame everything as woe is me, which isn't technically true. You do have things to be grateful for, but we gonna circle back to that. Again, your emotions, they're human, they're natural, they're necessary. God created emotions, but at the same time, your emotions can't dictate your posture. Look, come on. So it's like somebody who's joyful is gonna, again, do a great job and have like a positive attitude or whatever, regardless of what everybody else is saying and what's going on in their home life, personal life, whatever. You wouldn't even know what's going on in their personal life. Somebody who doesn't have joy, you gonna know, that they going through a breakup. You gonna know that they didn't get the promotion. You gonna know that they got into it with their family and mama and them. You gonna know, because right, they wear it on their face. They have an attitude. It's like, oh my God, like, to the point where you have to be like, what's wrong? Like, because we all can tell something's wrong, so you might as well just come out with it. When you have joy, don't nobody know. Don't nobody know. Amount of times people have been said to me, I can't believe you still have a smile on your face with everything you have going on. And now, mind you, I'm not dumping. I'm not saying everything that's going on, but the moment I start to share, open up, everybody's like, wait, what? I never would have guessed that's what you're going through. I never would have known that's what's really taking place in your life. And it's like, right, because I'm joyful. It's not that things don't bother me. It's not that I don't have things going on in my life. It's that said things don't define me. My emotions, I can compartmentalize to some extent and still have this posture of joy. Don't mean I'm not sad or that I don't have things on my mind or I'm not stressed out or I'm not going through something. It just means that my posture overrides that. It's checking your emotions, because if you're not careful, right, that's what people see first, and that's not fruit of the spirit. It's because your face is just like, or like, you know what I mean? And again, that's not to say you can't have emotions, but it's just like your posture. She overrided. Like, there's no taking the place of that. Now, I done opened Miss Ginger. Yes, and I forgot how much I'm supposed to be putting in here. I'm supposed to be putting quarter teaspoon. What? I don't even think I have a measurement for that. The devil is a liar. This is a half teaspoon. Ooh. Now, again, we're really getting into it, girls. Only a quarter. Moment of truth. Ooh, this is stressful. All my degrees have brought me here. And I don't want to do too much, right? Because I don't want to make a mess. I don't want to make a mess. Does that look like a quarter teaspoon to you? I feel like yes on the low. Ooh, I'm about to make a mess. That answers that, girls. Just F my drag, right? All right, that looks good enough to me. That's gonna have to be what it is. I gotta do the same thing now with Miss Garlic Powder. Now wait, moment of truth, before we get back to joy. Not too much, okay? Only a quarter teaspoon. Let the record show. I am trying. Make it shake, make it bake. This is giving Breaking Bad teas. That feels right to me. It does. All right, anyway. Okay, that's in there. So, right, y'all saw me do the rice vinegar, and you saw me do the garlic powder, and you saw me do the ginger. So, all that's left is my soy sauce. We're gonna do the sugar last, because I don't want to make a mess. This is open. This is not. Anyway, back on topic. So, that's the first thing. Your emotions will definitely get in the way to your circumstances. And I mean, it's been said, but let's get into it. I don't think your circumstances automatically mean you can't have joy. But if you're not careful, that will then become true. Life is gonna happen at all times, whether your money is funny, you going through a breakup, people misunderstanding you, or things going down at your workplace. There's always gonna be something going on. That can block your joy if you get so caught up in your present circumstances and what's not happening in your life, what you feel you lack, what God hasn't done, what still hasn't come to pass, what went wrong, that was supposed to go right, all sorts of stuff. If you get caught up in that, oh yeah, the joy, she gone. She long gone, because you so caught up in the present. You can't even think to look at God. You can't even think to be joyful about your future and hopeful about what's to come. You caught up in the present and everything that should have happened, could have happened, would have happened. Third of all, it's the incorrect perspective. Now, that's kind of a combination of all of it, but right, if you don't really believe that joy is accessible to you at all times, regardless of what you're going through, you don't have an attitude. And or you think, I don't know, that somebody's faking it if they're in a posture of joy. And that's not true. They just have a different perspective. They know where their help comes from. They still are glad to get up in the morning. They have things that keep them going regardless of everything going on in the world and in their present day-to-day life. And that's important because that is how you bear good fruit. Nobody likes a negative Nancy. Nobody likes a Debbie Downer. But more importantly, how can you stir up faith and joy and other fruits of the spirit in others if you yourself are a hot mess? I'm struggling because my nails are long. Just bear with me. It's bad for me. Ooh, it's bad for me. Oh, this is it. We got it, girls. I think that incorrect perspective will have you believing joy is actually very difficult, when in actuality it's just gonna take work. Ooh, not that, not the W word, the cuss word. It's just gonna take work. Oh, 2 tablespoons, that's right. Now we're gonna switch gears. How can you practice joy? Now y'all see me, this is work right here. Developing joy is a lot like this, because not too much. Again, you're not gonna get it overnight, but woo, it's not impossible. The balance right now, insane. Ooh. You know the stress I feel right now? Okay, that's it. Ooh, I only spilled 1 drop. Bro, my wrist about to give out. Not today, Satan. Now see, I'm tripping. It's a 1/2 cup of sugar and it's a 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. So we're gonna do the red chili flakes real quick. I mean, I just did chili because I was like, I'm not gonna spend an arm and a leg over chili flakes. I'm a grown woman. I don't mind just outright adding chili. Okay, that feels right to me. Didn't really make a mess. God is good. I'm gonna do the next step with sugar and then get this on the heat. All right, so the recipe is pretty quick. I'm already technically done. I have some baked beans to go with it. But yes, this is how it turned out. Yes. Yeah, okay, thumbnail. To me, joy is a quick topic because it's really just recognizing the deeper focuses you need to have in order to not be so caught up in like the throes of life and the circumstances that can really blind you. I feel like gratitude, as well as thankfulness and peace and patience, which is coming on Hill's Kitchen, I think all those things combined can help you have more joy, because then you say, okay, you know what? It's not about my hurt feelings or what's going on in my present day-to-day life and what everybody else is saying about me and what the world is saying. I'm cool and content because of my faith, because of my hope, because of everything that's already happened thus far that shows that I'm still here, that I still have purpose, I still have something going for me, even if I don't know how it looks yet and I don't know what's to come, but I still believe. That is how you can be joyful no matter what. Even the hardest seasons of my life, I still can halfway get out of bed because I would just think on God's goodness and just like how much he had done for me, and that, you know, it's still a blessing to wake up every day. It's still a blessing to have air in your lungs. It's still a blessing to, again, have clothes on your back and have somewhere to lay your head down at night. And so that allows me personally to not get too caught up in where I wish I was, or what I thought something would be by now, or like how I thought it would all come together. When I worship especially and dwell on the goodness of God, then I don't feel like my problems are the end all be all. I'm like, yeah, but God is still good. Yeah, but I'm still alive. Yeah, but I've made it this far. That perspective allows me to have joy when I technically shouldn't. I wanted to read, let me reach for the iPad. I wanted to read this chapter in Psalms because people quote it, but I feel like somebody just needed to hear it in full, in jest. And then I'm gonna wrap this up. So it's Psalms 124, and when I read it, I want to say it was last week, it just made me cry. Now I will say, like, Psalms 124 through 127, that whole part is like graduations, weddings, funerals. All 4 of those chapters are really short, but they're all fantastic. But Psalms 124, to me, I was like, now see, it don't say joy, but reading this is what gives me joy. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side, now may Israel say, if it had not been the Lord who was on our side, when men rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick, when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the water had overwhelmed us, the stream had gone over our soul. Then the proud waters had gone over our soul. Blessed be the Lord who hath not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped as a bird out of the snare of the fowlers. The snare is broken and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord who made heaven and earth. Now that's the King James Version, basically saying if God hadn't been for us, if it had not been for him, who knows where I would be. So things like that make me want to jump, make me want to scream, make me want to shout. Because I'm like, it really is that. So anyway, work on your joy, because that's what it comes down to. I'm gonna try this orange chicken. I pray it's not cold. I've already heated it up again because I got to talking and cleaning up. But anyway, oh, that's perfect. Y'all, I think I just found the life hack, because I miss orange chicken. I do. But this right here tastes like the real thing. I'm not bluffing. Make the sauce from scratch. Get the little substitute chicken, faux chicken, whatever, and handle your business, because this is actually incredible. Wow. That just boosted the serotonin. The joy is there now, because that snap. I literally had somebody try it just now who's not, vegan, vegetarian, anything. They were like, yes. And I'm like, okay, we might have got a classic. Anyway, joy matters. Fruit of the Spirit matters. And whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. I know I say that all the time, but you have so much going for you, regardless of what money says, what people say, what culture says, what your family says. You have so much going for you. Think about everything you've already overcome. That's the kind of stuff that makes you say, oh, this ain't nothing. This is slight work. Because technically, with man, this is impossible, but with God, it's possible. Okay, that's what my Bible says. So it's like, when I think about that, then I really enjoy it. Because I'm like, ooh, he about to show out. No matter, consider it all joy, ladies. That's the last one I wanted to say. I almost got up out of here without saying the classic. It's James. Wait, let me read it. I don't want to misquote it. I'm tired of misquoting scripture. James 1:2-4. All right. Consider it pure joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Cleared. Okay, that's the NIV. So anyway, now we're done. All I know is, for you to suffer, for you to go through a little something, that just means God's using you. That just means you got a testimony coming. That just means you got a breakthrough on the way. So jot that down. So in other words, you should have joy anyway, because either you killing it on the mountain, or you somewhere on either side of it, and God is using it for his glory. If you let him and you're submitted and you really are caught up in righteousness and steadfastness. So anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I will see you next week. Bye.